Everyone, welcome to Backward Noise episode 443. My name is HydroxideAnt. In case you didn't know that, this notebook looks kind of interesting. I'm joined by Chance.
Hi.
And Nathan.
Howdy.
And Blade said, for once I'm here at the beginning, Kekwa.
I'm very upset that you didn't say howdy, partner.
When have I ever said howdy, partner?
All the time. That's how you sound.
I think you might be confusing some things, because Nathan has said, howdy, howdy, howdy.
No, howdy, partner. That's what Nathan sounds like. That's what he always says.
Alright,
He also says yeehaw a lot.
is this like a...
Last time I talked to him, before leaving TeamSpeak, he yelled yippee-ki-yay and then disconnected.
You know... Something is telling me that none of this is true.
Are we talking about different people here? Like, I'm confused. Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cowboy.
Well.
So, like... I was just gonna be like, is this like a... Are you like, making fun of Nathan because he's, like, on the border of Southern? But then I realized Chance is also on the border of Southern now.
That's true. I'm a Southern boy. I'm a Southern gentleman.
Nathan, were you aware what state he lives in now?
No.
I live down south.
Do you want to tell him what state you live in, though?
The South.
Great state of Virginia, baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's crazy.
Moved down south, got myself a cow.
Okay, really
Riding
don't
a
think
horse to work every day.
I don't think any of that happened, but he does live in Virginia now for work.
I really hope you live in Northern Virginia. And because that would be really funny. Having been someone who lives in Virginia.
I'm far north, baby. Far north.
Okay.
Is there like a line where people start to get southern in Virginia?
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Okay.
People that I work with, when I tell them where I live, which is insane to me, because I'm like literally 5 minutes from fucking everything. Okay, they're like, "Oh, you live in the middle of nowhere." I'm like, "Oh, was that county? Oh my god, no one lives there." I'm like, "What do you mean? This place is popping. There's like 1 million people here." It's insane. Actually insane.
So, for our question of the week, because we have a friend in chat who already answered the question of the week. My brain's working, I swear. Our question of the week is, what's something that you've never understood? Coco said, I've never understood how someone one day decided what's right and wrong and everyone just followed it for the rest of existence. That's a good point. Like, first of all, like, imagine, I don't know, like, name anything and it's like, whoa, I'm the first person to talk about this? Alright. The sun orbits the planet. Everyone's gonna believe me. And they did. For like a really, really long time.
Yeah, I saw Coco saying that, but it kind of just fucked with my brain a little bit, and I was like, whoa, that's true. That's deep.
At one point, someone decided what was right and wrong, and then, like, it's been like that, you know?
Yeah, who says murder is wrong? Am I right, boys? Huh. Was I not supposed to say that?
Well, no, you weren't not supposed to say it, you know?
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Who did decide murder is wrong? Probably the person about to be murdered.
Yeah, probably. I was like, you know what? This is not a good idea.
It's like, hey, it's like your person's about to get murdered. Hey, whoa. Hey, that's bad, right? What? Murdering other people is bad. Are you serious? Says who? Well, everyone says it. It's like, oh, wait a second. Are you sure? It's like, yeah, murder, bad. Don't kill, especially me right now. And they're like, wow,
True.
Sounds
very
reasonable
true.
enough. And Blade said my answer to the question would be a bit political, so I'm not going to say it, Kekwa.
Hot takes. Come on,
Let's
let's
hear the
hear
hot
it.
take. Oh, I guess you're right. Bad Kill Speech 100. Yeah, it's just Fallout. Or like, oh,
Morals 100, speech 100.
yeah. So I don't know if anyone will know the answer to this, but I don't understand, and it's like, you know the meme where it's like, I don't understand this, and I'm too afraid to ask.
Oh, I have no idea what's going on, and at this point, I'm too scared to ask.
Yes. Yeah. How?
Yeah.
So the thing I don't understand is, like, how does internet work in a plane?
You know what? Satellite.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like, you know.
Because, like, it's like
satellite
there's
internet.
Wi-Fi in a plane, and I'm like, well, there's no wires like connected to the plane, and it's not like close to any like internet sources on the ground at the time. Satellite would make sense, huh?
While some airlines market their Wi-Fi under their own brand, that's not exactly how it works. Because in-flight Wi-Fi relies on a connection to cell towers or satellites, the Wi-Fi is simply whatever is nearest. The plane is pretty much just a hotspot.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's not like technically Wi-Fi. It's a hot. Okay.
No, there's an article here that says SpaceX has been in talks with airlines to upgrade them to only use Starlink for in-flight Wi-Fi. So yeah, it's just a satellite.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, that makes sense. Well,
Wow.
You know.
Blade, yours actually was actually political. I thought you meant I thought it was going to be something that was like, you know, we were going to have a debate over. Damn. But very true, Blade.
Blade, for the record, said, I've never understood why the punishment for not following the laws of the electoral college isn't more harsh. I agree.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, it's kind of purposefully set up like that, anyways. That was kind of the reasoning behind it. Was kind of like a, you know,
The citizenry is stupid, so we need to make it so that we can just not follow what they voted for.
that was literally part of the thinking at the time. Like, there might come a day where we just need to disregard what they want, and the smart people will choose who the next president is.
But the smart people were elected by all the dumb people
Exactly.
to pick to be the smart people and make the decision for it.
You know,
Yeah,
but,
it's really-
but sometimes we, as a society, elect even dumber people to...
Yeah, they also the founders also didn't like foresee partisanship as like an epidemic, you know. So they were just like, oh well, you know, if there's someone that's running for president that's just obviously not qualified or not good, you know, the people in the electoral college, they'll be smart enough to just, you know, hand the election to the other guy, you know. Whereas we know now that would just never happen in this day and
Yeah.
age, unless like a major whoever the winner was literally like, we had video of them like fucking talking to like Osama bin Laden, okay, and plotting a terrorist attack. Like, that's what it would require. The level of like information required to actually have someone or have a group of people in the electoral college big enough to overturn an election like that. It'll never actually happen, but it's conceivable, I guess.
Man, I hate college.
Yeah,
True.
well, actually, I liked college, but electoral college, let me tell you, not a fan.
Let me tell you.
Coco, oh, this is on the murder is bad thing. Like them, murder is bad unless in war you have a good reason. Me, but people in war and civilians fighting for country are good. Yeah, no, that's fair. Hey, bro, remember me? Yeah, you were in here the other day, friendo. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing, Alex? Doing well, friendo? Welcome back. I appreciate you stopping back in. You popped in for an Amori stream the other day, I believe. No, Coco, I mean, like, that, I feel like people's, you know, will, try to bend what they want for reasoning. You're drawing and listen to you? Listen to me? Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Okay. So Blade said, for those who don't know, Electoral College representative of the state is supposed to follow the popular vote. Yeah. With that said, but the punishment for not doing so is literally just a slap on the wrist, and you can't work in Electoral College for the rest of your life. If a candidate A wins popular vote in Kansas, a Kansas representative of Electoral College are supposed to vote for candidate A. Yeah. Chance said that there's a great video. I was like,
Okay,
it's Chance.
For those who do not know about CGP Grey on YouTube, I don't know what you've done wrong in your life, because he's just honestly probably the, if not the, one of the best YouTubers there is, CGP Grey. But he's a great video from a couple years ago that was just going through the math of how, like, the absolute minimum number of votes you would need to be elected president, and it's 23% of the population is the absolute minimum. Because if you won all of the smallest states with the least amount of votes possible, so half plus one, you could theoretically win with 23% of the vote, which is just mind-boggling. Okay, and it could be even less than that, because you don't know what turnout numbers would look like. It could conceivably be like 20% of the popular vote. But yeah, it's kind of mind-boggling, Yeah, obviously the odds of that happening are so ridiculously, extremely low. But like, if a system lets that happen, or there's a chance that that could happen, it's a big flaw.
Yeah.
Aye.
Koku said the decision of what's good or bad seems to be easily swayed based on personal agenda. Yeah. I feel like that's how, like, laws and stuff are pretty much made.
It's about about how much everything works.
Yeah. Laughter is so good. Alex, I appreciate you. It is very nice to hear someone be like, hey, your laugh is nice. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. It's much better than someone going, your laugh? It's dumb. And I hate it. and I hate your face. And it's like, but I don't show my face. It's like, but I know.
You've got the most beautiful face.
I appreciate you.
I dream about your face.
Oh, laying between you and Good Aries?
Yeah, she talked about it all the time, about how when you visit, you're going to cuddle up in between us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, naturally. I mean, where else would you sleep? In the spare room? No way.
In the spare room? No, what? Are you crazy?
You can cuddle with us and we can all keep warm.
Yeah. It's just smart at that point, you know?
You're going to get here, I'm going to have the AC on like 50 degrees and be like, well, guess we have to huddle for more.
It's like, oh no. Whoopsies. Looks like our only chance of survival is to huddle for warmth.
I agree that I also love Tony's laugh. Tony's laugh is just so like sweet and innocent, you know? It's one of those laughs where, like, no matter what mood you're in, you hear Tony laugh, you can't help but kind of smile. You know?
That's very nice of you to say.
Yeah, I'd marry Tony's laugh.
You can. Feel free. Aw, dude, I love your laugh. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that.
Ay.
What's something that you guys don't understand?
I've been trying to think. I just don't know what the biggest thing would be.
How people enjoy Sid Meier's Civilization games.
Okay, you're a fucking loser.
I don't like really enjoy them. The most part I had fun with was naming like the city something silly. Like I really liked Chance's naming theme back in the day.
Oh yeah, they were all gay themed.
Like Chance would have like Gayville, Gayatropolis, and everyone's favorite, San Francisco.
Yeah, exactly. all of them. all of them were like, lesbian town, Gayville, Transtropolis, and then San Francisco.
That honestly kills me every time.
It speaks for itself.
Yeah. That's a great bit.
Oh my
man.
god. Nah, but I usually, like, when I play alone, I just leave city names themselves. I have a lot of fun playing Civilization. I think it's a great game when you're just kind of just chilling. Like, it's not like I'm sweating with it. I fucking, I play on normal difficulty. It's not like I'm playing on a hard difficulty or some shit. Play on normal difficulty. On my second monitor, I have like a YouTube video up, like a long YouTube video or a podcast that I like, and I just chill.
Yay.
It's the same reason, like, I think I would venture to guess that I want to see how many hours in it. In Game Dev Tycoon, I have 143 hours somehow. Okay, the playing through the actual story of that game, probably a full playthrough, I don't know, is maybe 4 hours if you're taking your time and like reading every prompt. Okay. But it's just one of those things where it's just like the same thing. I watch a podcast and I'm just like, I want something to keep, my hands occupied. So I'll play it on my second monitor while I watch a podcast.
Nice.
I don't think many people do that, though. They've replayed the same game. Because, like, this game it's a story game that really the most amount of times I would say people play it is twice. Maybe 3 times. But at this point, I'm just like, okay, my high score is this. I want to try and beat it.
It's time to beat it. Yeah, it's like an elaborate pinball machine.
Yeah, where it's the same fucking game. There's really almost no variance between games, and like eventually you kind of learn the algorithm of like when to put out
an elaborate pinball machine.
True, very true. I wish my life was a pinball machine.
Up and downs.
We're all just quarters in God's pinball machine.
True. Very true. Coco said, I also have never understood death. We have always been living in our own consciousness, and many people relate death to long sleep, but I just can't comprehend how that sleep unconscious can last forever. I always just wake up and it feels like 10 seconds have passed, so how does it feel to just never regain consciousness? Yeah, that's some. I mean, like, that's not something like we really can like have a grasp on. The closest is when people like are like pronounced dead and then they miraculously recover. But even then, Blade hides Borderlands 2 behind corner. You see nothing, Chance. Chance, do you not like Borderlands?
I hate Borderlands. It's probably my least favorite game that I've ever played. Like, actually, I think it is one of the most boring games ever.
That's so interesting.
Okay. I could not stand it. I also didn't play too much. It's not like I played through the entire fucking game. But after the first, hour, I was like, okay, so pretty much it's go here and kill 5 boner farts. Then go here and kill 5 of the same exact creature with a different randomly generated name.
Okay, that was one quest.
I'm just saying, it was just like oh my god.
You very specifically picked a side quest where
I
a
just
character
remember
was
that
trying
name.
to rename one of the
I
monsters.
just remember that. I don't know. I just remember that name, and I remember fucking dying laughing, playing with one of my buddies. That's fucking funny. But I just remember a lot of like, go here, kill 5. Go here, kill 5.
It's
Go
just
here,
like
kill 10.
a very like it's like a hey go here, hey go here, hey go here.
Yeah, like it
Kind of.
wasn't very like I don't know. I guess to me it just wasn't very immersive of an experience. And like if I'm playing a game like that, it has to be very immersive.
Okay, so I have to ask, and this might upset some people, because I actually have not been enjoying Borderlands, throughout the years. But how old were you when you played Borderlands 2?
Oh, I don't know, probably mid-teens,
Mid-teens.
probably.
Okay.
When did Borderlands 2 come out? Let's see.
I want to say 2012.
So I would have been like 13, 14, or 13 when it came out. I was probably 15, 16 when I played it. I would imagine.
Yeah, it came out in 2012. And
Yeah.
so I picked it up on release and played it through it with my brother when I was 11.
And did you like it or did you not like it?
I loved that game as a kid.
Okay.
I loved the first game as a kid too. I recently went through and played Borderlands 3 and pre-sequel, and then bought Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, the newest Borderlands installment. Had way less fun, like near zero values of fun. So I think I kind of got trapped up just being a kid with a video game in front of me.
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe it's age based. Maybe it's just I was just the wrong age to play it.
Yeah, because like I never really played much Borderlands. Was always looked fun to me. Coco on the not understanding thing said also another thing: when you're blind, you don't see darkness. You just see literally nothing. So what do you see or not see? What's it like from the blind point of view? I don't know.
I've always wondered that too, actually.
Yeah. Not too sure. JT, my boy JT, said, I enjoy Tina's. Yeah.
Really?
So,
You know,
Tiny Tina, you know?
yeah, Tiny
Little
Tina's
one.
Wonderlands.
Yeah.
It was all right, and it had some more like end game systems, which is kind of what I was missing from like, cause I've been playing World of Warcraft for fucking years now, and so repeatable, enjoyable content is kind of what I'm looking for, like a dungeon system akin to World of Warcraft. Tiny Tina's was closer. It just didn't quite get there for me. But I don't know. There was like a new DLC that came out a little while ago that I haven't played either. So maybe there's some more stuff there, but I don't know.
I do really like, though, that Blade said, when Chance was talking about that side quest, you specifically picked a side quest that was indeed admittedly a bit of a snoozer, but the boner for it bit was 10 out of 10. I thought you made that up, by the way, Chance, when you were telling that.
No, yeah, that's actually in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like actually one of the
Sir
names.
Hammerlock was like, "Oh, I want to change the name of this one monster," and he kept submitting different names. And each time he would submit a different name, he'd be like, "Go kill 5 of this new named monster." And he got really fed up that each of them was getting declined. So he was like, "You know what? They're called boner farts now."
Oh, I love that.
We've all boner farted 1 or 2 times in our lives. All right, boys.
Oh my good golly garcious.
Oh, I hammered.
I haven't heard you say that in a long time.
It's been a while.
Oh my hammered.
Oh my hammered.
Hammered oh my.
Oh me.
Do you say?
Yeah.
What?
I was gonna say, but yeah, it's just not a game that I ever really would get into. So, oh, big message.
A lot of those. A lot of people just typing away paragraphs in the Twitch chat.
So Blade said, in my case, I played the first and second one solo on console to a full build-out level cap, then played modded Borderlands 2, Borderlands 2 Reborn, with Buddy when the last DLC came out. Played 3 with the same Buddy when it came out and kept playing until the last DLC. Got burned out on 3 because 3's endgame literally was just commence with immortality to lifesteal. And if you aren't running lifesteal, you're bad and should be immediately executed because endgame is Healthgate style. Oh.
Yeah, no thanks. I also like games where I can just like play in my own fucking way, you know? I'm not a big guy on heavily story-based games for that reason. Like I really like just open world games. Or a game like Counter-Strike where every game is just different even if it's the same, you know.
It's the same but different.
Yeah. I don't know how to describe it.
That's pretty much
The same but different. Okay.
Well, because like it's the same like layout with the same possibilities each time, but the individuals in the game make it different.
Yeah, exactly.
And Blade said, recently I've gone back to Borderlands 2 solo with FFY Lands mod, ramps up the difficulty. Got to overpower level 5, now just waiting for Buddy to become available so we can do a playthrough of that. Oh, that sounds like it could be fun. Why is my eye watering?
Why are you crying?
No. The other
I'm
eye's
just
fine.
really upset about all this Borderlands slander.
Yeah, yep. I just care so much for a game I actually have never played myself. You know, that's not true. I played like 30 minutes with, I think, Derek, Potato Salad Derek once. And that was it. I bought it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna play it. Never played it. Yeah.
I think I played once with Derek.
Yeah.
Might have been the same time, who knows?
Okay, Coco said, oh, also don't understand how people think the Big Bang Theory is the start of the universe. Very obvious is a horrible theory. I'm not smart enough to know anything like this. I just kind of nod when people like this is how it started. I'm like, okay. I didn't come into the picture until way later. I wasn't there for the beginning. I'm pretty sure I don't know anyone that was. But
I'll go ask my grandma.
imagine she's like, yeah, I was there. What?
She's pretty old, so you never know.
So Blade said on the note of Civ games, by the way, Blade recently picked up Endless Legend.
Oh,
Is that
wow.
like a Civ-like game?
Yes.
Is that okay?
I've never played it though. I've heard of it.
I played it a tiny bit on like a free weekend a very long time ago, and I enjoyed it more than Civ. But it's still kind of, for me, it kind of just felt too similar to where I was like, it's enough for me to not enjoy it. The one thing I did think was really cool was the currency, the gold counterpart in that game is called Dust. And there's like a civilization that instead of like having to use food for like armies and stuff, you can just feed them dust.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Oh.
Interesting.
I thought
Okay.
that was cool as hell.
I mean, from what I remember, and I just looked it up again to see the pictures to see if I was right, and I am. From what I remember, the reason that I didn't was because it just looked like mythological Civ, which is kind of what it looks like.
I was going to ask, what is the difference between Endless Legend and Civ?
Yeah. It's a like a sci-fi setting.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's really more just like a reskinned Civ, kind of. If I'm understanding correctly, like just in like a different like location.
I think that's as like a very basic take and understanding. Yeah.
Okay.
At the bare
I'm
bones,
very
it looks
big.
like it is, but you know, I don't know.
Blade said, "Why would I get this when I can just play Civ?" Well, so Civ is historical, endless legends, more sci-fi fantasy style with some differences in mechanics, but overall the same. Gotcha.
Yeah. The game that I wish I could have or could get into more and like be knowledgeable about is Hearts of Iron, because it's fun to play. There is just way too much to fucking know, and I'm not a big enough nerd to learn everything about it. You know, like I don't have the time to fucking do endless hours of testing and research to learn what width your army should be. Like, I'm sorry, that's just not fun to me. You know, like I like that it's not like there's. I guess just because it's just such a strict meta, where it's like, okay, if you don't follow this exact thing and know it, your army will get destroyed because there is a clear number one way to do this that destroys every other way to do it. Whereas in like Civ, okay, just because of the options of like victory conditions that you have, everyone can be playing their own fucking game pretty much, okay? Because Civ, unless you change it to only winning by like domination, like conquering everyone else, in Civ, there's always going to be some people that are like, I'm going for the technology victory. Oh, I'm going for the culture victory. I'm going for the what's it called, nuclear victory, whatever it is, which is technology, I guess. But there's like 4 or 5 different win conditions that you can go for. I always go for domination when I play solo, but like everyone does it. Everyone plays the game different. And there's not like, oh my god, if you do it this way, you're 100% going to lose, because you can pretty much win at any of them.
Different pathways to victory. Blade said about the one. Yeah, okay, never mind. You saw it.
Yeah. No, I've definitely been there, Blade, when I play with my friends. Literally at the start of the game, I'm always like, motherfucker, who built Stonehenge? I was building Stonehenge. I had 1 turn left. And I get pretty fumed about it. So yeah, I've definitely been there.
What's the deal with Stonehenge?
Yeah. Classic. Did you, I don't know if you guys saw, there was now a monument in the U.S. called that was called the Stonehenge of America. The Georgia Guide Stones. And these guide stones were just some giant fucking things of rock that someone put up, they think in like the 80s or some shit.
Okay.
And it was like kind of a manifesto about how like humans are like killing the planet and how the world is overpopulated and how we need to be nice to the environment, whatever. Okay.
So I put these rocks here.
It was written in like 5 different languages or some shit like that. Very cool, very beautiful. It was like a tourist destination. Obviously not as like known or important as something like Stonehenge, because this was like very recent that it actually happened, only like 40 years ago that someone put it there. But some candidate for governor in Georgia in the Republican primary debate gave this whole answer about how they were satanic and anti-Christian or some shit like that. So some motherfucker last week blew up part of the monument.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Blew up part of the fucking monument. And
Okay.
then it hit the news, obviously, the next morning of like, Georgia Guidestones partially destroyed in explosion. And the day after that, it hit the news that they were, I don't know if they did or if they were planning on it or what the status is now. I can look it up real quick, but that the government of the state government was like, yeah, it's now a safety hazard, and now we have to demolish the entire thing because if people go there, it could fall at any moment.
Oh wow.
Wow.
But it became like a conspiracy theorist fucking thing. And now
Conspiracy.
yeah, the Granite Monument was an offbeat tourist attraction billed by state officials as America's Stonehenge, and a pet cause for conspiracy theorists who saw it as a malignant force. So they believed it was satanic.
It's like, bro, I just put some rocks here. Come on, chill.
Yeah. So
my rocks. You blew my rocks up.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So they announced on Wednesday that they did demolish the entire monument because it was a safety hazard.
Do you say that dinosaurs are devil lizards? Wait, is there people that believe dinosaurs are devil lizards?
I mean, there are still people that believe high-ranking politicians are secretly lizards. So
Okay,
you know,
that's that we
Those
don't
are-
know for a fact if that's not true.
that's my favorite conspiracy theory. They're like, oh, those are lizards, and they have the ability to morph into human form.
I just always like to think it
Whoa.
was this really realistic mask, and like it's just a
Yeah.
lizard, and then when people are gone, they take off their mask and eat flies. You know, they do. Lizard
Yeah, it's not
stuff.
morphing. It's literally just a good prosthetic.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. That would be much more interesting and entertaining.
Yeah, it's like Scooby Doo.
Yeah, just like Scooby-Doo.
So
I love
Coco
that
on.
they're
Oh, sorry,
lizards,
didn't
too.
go. Yeah, the
Like
lizards.
the fact that the lizard was chosen, not that they're like changelings or anything like that. They're specifically lizards. Like, what do the lizards have against us, man? They were just chilling out on the rocks, sticking their tongue on their eyeballs.
Yeah, who chose lizards? Who are like they're the evil ones? They're the ones who are running our society. I don't know. Birds aren't real, though. We all can agree on that. So Coco on the start of the universe was saying basically they say the start of the universe was a special little particle that expanded into what we have now today. The reason why it makes no sense is how can the start of the universe be something that also needs a start? Like, sure, a particle could have expanded into what we see, but how did that particle just, pop in existence to even start expanding to begin with? I wish I had any type of answer. And then Blade on the Devil Lizard said, yeah, people were going around saying that the devil put the bones of dinosaurs in the earth to lead people astray. Ergo, they were devil lizards. So, if you...
They've got a point.
So, if you believe in the devil lizards, like, dinosaurs are devil lizards, are they, like, really upset about the Jurassic Park movies?
Those are satanic propaganda, yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, I know people didn't like the most recent one for whatever reason, but, you know, a bunch of those movies were pretty good. I don't know if they were... We'll have to talk. We'll have to figure this out. We'll have to ask Chris Pratt. Is it
Yeah,
Chris
we're
Pratt?
gonna need-
Is this,
We're gonna need to bring some fundamentalists on the show and get their opinion, you know.
It's true. Blade said I missed my shot on a zombie because he made me laugh. It's, you know, Devil Lizard, Jurassic Park is the first thing I think of when a dinosaur, other than that they're I would have 100% died if dinosaurs were still around, mainly because have you seen them with feathers? Like the
True.
like the drawings of them with feathers, they're so cute. I would try to hug one and die immediately. I would not have lasted. That's why, like, it's honestly good I don't live in, like, Australia.
You just have to do the Chris Pratt thing where you hold your hand out and you kind of crouch down a little bit. That always works for him in the movies.
It does. That can get them to follow my lead. And then I will make one very long dinosaur Congo line. What would you do for that power? A Congo line.
It's honestly, they just need to make a TV show. You guys ever seen a Dog Whisperer with Caesar Milan?
Yes.
It's like Dinosaur,
Dinosaur
Whisperer with
Whisperer.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
The darn
Chance's
media is trying to
pet
teach the
dinosaur.
kids they can control the devil lizards.
Honestly, I should be a TV producer. I've got such good ideas. I'm gonna write TV shows.
Nice.
It's my it's my calling.
Chance's pet T-Rex has not been behaving lately, eating multiple neighbors and destroying a school. Caesar Milan is here.
That would be like a good episode of like a comedy show. Like if you guys watched I Think You Should Leave, that'd be like a good episode or a good skit on I Think You Should Leave. You know?
Good skit, yeah, on any sort of like parody show.
Yeah.
You just hear Caesar Milan go like, and the
Yeah,
T-Rex like just like recoils like. Chance's pet T-Rex has a horrible fear of toasters. Caesar Milan will try to.
Oh my god.
Because in like episodes of Dog Whisperer, like there'd be a dog who's afraid of a toaster, and he would train it to not be afraid of the toaster anymore. But this picture
So
that,
weird.
but T-Rex, and when the dog like freaks out, like barks, but the T-Rex freaks out and just destroys buildings.
That show was so fucking bad.
The Dog Whisperer,
God, yeah, I hated it.
yeah, it's not great, yeah.
So I was like, oh my god, this is fucking stupid.
Well, he could just whisper to dogs and they listen for some reason. It's like, listen to me or I take your steak. Okay.
Oh
We
my
should
god.
give all dogs steak. Like a government mandated good boy steak and good girl steak. Just for dogs. And if a person tries to eat it, they get shocked.
Okay.
It's because it's for the dogs. You know?
Yeah.
You can't just seal that, yeah?
You know, I think I finally have an answer to the question of the week.
Yeah.
Never understood how, I don't know who the first person was, but how the first person to decide, like, you know what, I need more than everyone else has. I never understood what happened in that person's brain. To set us on this trajectory of constantly being like, you know what the ultimate goal in life is? To have more than the people around you. More of whatever it is.
I need more toothpicks. They have 3. I will not settle till I have 4.
Yeah, my communism is showing again. Thank you, Sky. It's not even communism. It's just like human ethics of like, do we I never understood. Does someone really need 7 cars? I'm sorry. I understand you want to be a collector and you appreciate them, whatever. I don't give a shit. It's like, is that really just like anything that's necessary?
Necessary? No.
Like, it's just so stupid.
It's also not necessary to have either a Corvette or a school that's full of dead babies in your garage, but, you know.
But some people have both.
Smile.
Smile.
Didn't you buy
Didn't you
CSGO
buy
skins?
CS:GO skins? I didn't buy CSGO skins. I opened fucking cases. Relax.
And then maybe bought a few skins.
Okay, maybe like one. Actually, I know I bought my AK skin when I had an AK skin.
Yeah.
I did not open an AK
It's no
skin.
way, yeah. Some
And I
of the
rage
skins
bought
are
it after never opening one.
nice. Derek opened like 5 Bop Asimovs
It's fucking disgusting.
and would sell it like immediately. It's like, fuck.
Lucky
Um,
bitch.
Yeah. Blade said, does someone need a super mansion and 3 summer homes plus an entire estate? Kappa. No, you don't need it. Don't need it.
I just learned. This is just a little bit political, but for those of you guys that know, Dr. Oz is running for the U.S. Senate in Pennsylvania.
I heard something about that, and I thought it was probably like an Onion article, so I never looked
No.
into it more. So that's
No,
like
he's-
real?
He won the Republican primary. He was endorsed by Trump. All that.
Like Dr. Oz? Like
Yes.
the dude who had a TV show?
Yes, like the TV star.
Who like was stars a stretch.
I don't know. A lot of people watched him back in the good old days, you know.
But like,
Either way, so he's the Republican nominee, and before the election even happened, people brought up the very interesting part, which is he doesn't actually live in Pennsylvania. He's from New Jersey. Okay.
then how is he?
He registered to or filed to run out of his sister's house, like claiming that as his. She lived in
Can
Pennsylvania.
he do that?
Well, no one stopped him.
Okay.
But either way, so he, is the nominee, and I believe still hasn't, but says he is going to buy a house in Pennsylvania. And I found out recently that this man not only doesn't have a house in Pennsylvania, he has like 7 houses in total.
And none of them are in Pennsylvania.
And none of them are in Pennsylvania, but he has 7 houses. Like, that's the shocking part. So he's going to have like 8 houses.
Huh.
And they're not small or anything. They're very nice homes. And I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
So like, okay, things don't make sense. Something I
this
never
is
understood. How is Dr. Oz successfully becoming a politician?
I will say a lot of people flock to him because he uses the title of doctor, but also is like, COVID's not dangerous. So, as you can imagine, a lot of people flock to that ideology because he has the title of doctor, and are just immediately like, this is our guy. He's telling us the truth.
So like,
Yeah.
but like, what is he like running on? Like,
I really couldn't tell you. I honestly could not tell you. I'm pretty sure he's running on like, I will continue Donald Trump's legacy, So it's really nothing. Not like, I'm going to fix X, Y, and Z while I'm in office. No, not really like a strict platform. All doctor means is you got a diploma. It doesn't
Yeah, I was
matter if
gonna
it was earned
say.
or purchased.
yeah.
Very true. Very true. Also, I don't know about Dr. Oz. I not like I fucking give enough of a shit to do the research on him or enough of research on him, but it is very well documented that a lot of these grifters will have a doctorate in like English, but just go by doctor blah 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 and have like a radio show or a TV show or like a web series,
Yeah.
and never go into the fact that their doctorate is not a medical doctorate, but is actually like a liberal arts doctorate or a Juris Doctorate, and they will pretend that they are a medical doctor. Obviously, I don't know about Dr. Oz. He probably is an actual medical doctor, but like, or they'll like call themselves a doctor, but they'll be talking about, for Dr. Oz, let's say, he's talking about COVID. Yeah, he's a doctor, but he's not a infectious diseases, expert. He's a doctor. He's a chiropractor. We're like, yeah, he's a doctor, but like, is he really a doctor?
He's not like. He can't do like life-saving surgery on you.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna see.
I don't know. Like if you're like, and if your doctorate's like in English, right? Like, it's
So He's a surgeon. Okay.
Okay,
He's
you
a
can.
cardiothoracic surgeon. Okay. So he's a surgeon, but like, I'm sorry, a surgeon probably will not
That's
know
what most
about
of the radio
disease.
show therapist style down here, at least down here. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
a doctorate in
Blade.
business philosophy.
No, but Blade, you're exactly on the right track. They'll get a doctorate in something completely different or like semi-related. I use the example of like a chiropractor because like, are they really a doctor? Is a chiropractor really a doctor? Come on.
It's like an
I don't think
alternative
so.
medicine.
Are you gonna say a dentist isn't a doctor either? What's next, huh?
Jesus Christ.
So, like, if a dentist was a doctor, why don't we call them doctor? And why do we call them dentist? You know what I'm saying?
Wow, my mind's blown.
It's because he's a doctor that specializes in teeth. Blade said, back in the olden days, doctor and dentist was the same thing. Like,
Interesting.
so you would go for like a checkup in your cold, and he'd be like, "Oh, that tooth is gonna come out. What? I'm gonna take that tooth out of your mouth."
Oh God.
Like Wild West,
Wild West.
etc.
Yeah,
That
they
tooth
also.
did not look good.
That's just
I'm gonna
not a
take
good comparison because also in that era they were like, he's got a cold. Just got to cut him open and let it bleed out.
Is that a cut on your pinky, or we gotta take your arm off at the elbow? What? It's the only way to save you, boy.
I would have loved to be a doctor back in those good old days of the 1800s, where they were just like, oh, headache? Here, take this cocaine. You
Just
know?
do a line or two, and you'll be good.
Your arm hurts. That's an evil spirit possessing your blood. But we're gonna have to cut you open.
What? Your arm still hurts? Leeches.
Yeah, leeches. They'll suck it right out, baby.
You have cramps in your feet? Leeches.
Yeah. No, my favorite. I learned this from a book that I read, and I looked it up to see if it was actually true. And apparently, one of the old, like, I think it was for a cold, one of the remedies that actual doctors would do in like the fucking 1800s was onions on your feet. It was onions.
Who's that supposed to do?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It was just for the doctor's pleasure, honestly. Like, they just did it for fun.
You thought it was silly, yeah. Hey, I bet I could get them to keep onions on their feet. What? Watch this. I think the way to cure your headache is onion feet. What? Stick your feet in these onions. Or, when I was saying that, an alternate idea came to mind. What if the doctor was paid off by the onion farmers?
So, I looked it up, and I found an article literally from 2018. Will putting onions in your socks cure the flu?
In your socks? A whole
Oh, they
onion?
have to go in your socks?
According to the folk remedy, if you come down with a cold or the flu, all you have to do is slice a red or white onion into rounds, place them on the bottoms of your feet, put on a pair of socks. Leave the socks on overnight as you sleep. In the morning, you'll wake up cured of your illness. This remedy may originate back to as early as the 1500s, according to the National Onion Association.
Oh, they would know.
Big onions.
Oh,
When
they're
it was
being paid off by
widely
Big Onion.
When it was widely believed that placing raw cut-up onion around your home could protect you from the bubonic plague.
These onion farmers have gotten crazy and we believe them.
Oh my god.
Ed Blade said actually around the 1950s, 60s is when dentistry and standard medical care started to officially split up. But not as old as industries you'd think.
Really?
Whoa.
I didn't know that at all.
So, like, it's 1950. Doc, I have a headache. And my tooth hurts. What can you do for me? Here's some alcohol. I'm gonna take the tooth. What? I'm taking it now. Yeah! Put a pair of pliers in his
Like that you say, I'm taking the tooth. Like they're like...
I'm taking it.
I'm taking that
Give
tooth.
me that tooth.
It's mine.
You're getting
You can't
mud
stop me.
For your tooth.
It's going into my tooth jar. You can't stop me.
Give me the tooth and nobody gets hurt.
You know, for
my God.
the collection of teeth that the doctor clearly has.
Doesn't everyone? I know, I do.
It's one of those things where it's like, alright, wait to see how everyone else reacts, and if everyone's, like, very seriously says yes, you just nod and then start a collection of teeth.
Of course.
It's like, oh, God, I don't have a collection of teeth.
Oh God, I want to fit in. Should I start one?
Is it too late? Will they know by the size of my teeth collection that I just started? Hey, you only got 2 teeth in there. That doesn't seem like you've been a collector for very long.
Oh, well, you know, I got robbed last week. They took my teeth collection. You know how valuable those
They
are.
came into my house and they only took my teeth collection. It was a travesty.
They're the ones that actually came in and said, you know, give me your teeth and nobody has to get hurt.
Yeah. And I gave it to them. It felt like the only right thing to do.
I thought they were going to kill me if I didn't hand over my teeth.
And I thought they meant the ones in my mouth, so these 2 teeth in the jar are mine, actually. So I started taking them out. He's like, no, the ones in the jar, dummy. And yeah.
I'm sure there are some, like, fucked up weirdo dentists that have, like, shrines of teeth in their house.
Well,
There's
because,
gotta be.
like, so here's the thing. Like, I don't know if you guys, like, when, like, you got wisdom teeth out, if you got wisdom teeth out, you aren't allowed to keep them.
Yeah, I don't have mine.
Like, you know, you're just not allowed to keep like,
Yeah.
the teeth. So it's like, what did you... Like, they probably just threw them out. But we don't 100% know that they threw it out. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
That's
If
really
someone's got
crazy.
them. Someone's got them.
That's crazy to me that you just like aren't allowed to keep them, because there was a story, a news story not too long ago, I think, that I heard about this on the Yard Ludwig's podcast, where like this guy had to get his leg amputated, and he was like, oh, like I'm religious, and for my religion I have to be buried whole. Like I need you to give me my leg. And they were like, oh, okay, well, we have to give you your leg because that's like a religious tradition or whatever. And so he took his leg and he cooked it and made tacos out of it and fed it to his friends.
What the fuck?
What the factual fuck?
I read an article a couple years ago about a dude that got one of his testicles removed, ground it up along with ground beef, and made them into meatballs, canned them, and sold them.
Man.
Now, I don't know if that was real or not, but I'd like to believe that it was.
Were those expensive meatballs?
I don't know.
Like what? I don't want to ask that question actually. Derek got 3rd and 1st. Welcome on in, Derek. And Derek said good. Blade said it was actually split up due to insurance. Dental wasn't covered by insurance at the time, and funding for dental research was on the rise. Originally, dentists were just taught as craftsmen due to having to make fillings, etc. Wow.
Yo,
It's
why do
just
you know
like-
so much about this, Blade?
I was close to C, Derek, and I will take my hydrate.
You're always close to a full C.
Water. Yeah. More often than not.
Oh, Blade's just fucking researching all of this right now on the fly. You know, I was starting to think you were just like the smartest man ever, you know. And now
If
I'm,
Blade, if you had told us that, like, oh man, I just really like to know about this kind of stuff, we would be like, oh shit, wow, look at you go.
I
You would
actually
have
went to
no
the.
idea.
I actually went to the Harvard School of Dental History.
I am what we call a dental historian, believe it or not. I mastered in dental history. I can't actually be a dentist. I just know a lot about dentistry. No, I'm dumb, but I'm politely dumb. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm gonna run out for a minute. I gotta go change my laundry. I'll be right back.
Don't fall in.
I will.
Please, no, but no, I don't want you to. So, like, if you fell in to the dryer or something, right? And I'm picturing, like, it's gotta be a really big dryer for this, you know? You just fall in, and someone closes you in there, you just keep spinning. Huh. What happens? Blade said, I have a doctorate in dental history. Call me Dr. Blade Whisker. We're gonna run for the presidency. Yeah! Blade's going all the way. Blade and Dr. Oz squaring off. One of them's a doctor, and the other one is Dr. Oz. My goodness. My good golly garshness. You know? Bounce. I love watching the emotes, like, just bounce around the screen. It's a lot of fun. It's what I would call a fantabulous time. It's fun to just put words together. Oh, yep, I immediately got answers to that in my head. I have to say, what doesn't go good with peanut butter? And then anchovies popped in my head, and that would not go good with peanut butter, probably. Yeah, I don't think that would go well. Sometimes I think, like, my head is, like, that randomizer, and it just says things. And I don't know why. So, Nathan, I asked this to a few friendos, and it actually got one of them to make one of these, like, but, do you ever think what would happen if humans had crab hands and crabs had human hands?
Nah, man, I've never thought of that.
But now that it's in your head, what do you think of it? Little pinchies.
I don't want to think of it.
But, like, think about it. You have the perfect little
horrible.
pinchies.
Perfect?
Yeah, the perfect.
Pinchies?
Yeah. You just, like, you just go around and, like, pinch, 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 pinch. Necros Grim, thank you for the follow. Welcome on into the HydroxideAnt farm. I am so sorry that the moment you follow, I am talking about crabs with people hands and people with crab hands. Hi, though. Welcome on in. Hope you're having yourself a wonderful evening, friendo. I appreciate you. Okay, so, like, is there an animal that you would want to swap their hands, paws, things with? If you don't like the crab idea. Think about how happy crabs would be with human hands. That's fine dragon claws. Oh. Just little dragon claws. Think about it. It's got little claws. These claws aren't just used for mating. It's a line from SpongeBob. Big, meaty claws. Is there anyone in chat that would happily swap their human hands for crab hands? Just wanted to take a quick poll. Just in case. Just think about it. Little pinchies? No. Derek says no. Grim, Blade, think about it. Coco, if you're there. Think about the pinchies. Little pinchies. You could have them. Right? It's just like you're going on your way, and you're like, I need to pick up that fish all of a sudden. Pinch. Look, perfect thing for the fish. Perfect little guy. You know? I have the perfect hands to do this now. And think about crabs. They can so much easier do their taxes now. Aren't you happy for crabs that they can do their taxes better?
No.
You know what else can pick up fish? Hands. But what picks up a fish better? Perfect little pinchy claws that, you know, are designed for picking up fish and pinching and, you know, and doing really cool things. Or human hands that have thumbs. What's so cool about that? You could have little pinchies.
Which one of these is better at using a mouse and keyboard, Tony?
It's picturing
I'll give
crab.
you two answers. I'll let one of your answers be silly, and I'll let the other one be honest.
I just picture, like, alright guys, I'm ready to play some games. You just hear, like, it's just, because, like, you just have to, like, press down, because if you pinch, you probably break the mouse and keyboard.
Exactly.
So, okay, I'm willing to listen to reasoning. Blade said, Derek said hands already. Blade said, I'd go with hands. Picks up tool to fish easier using hands. Yeah, but you just have the claws.
I think they were saying that in response to, like, which is better at catching fish.
Oh, yeah. Grim said maybe one other wise is it would be very hard to do a lot of various activities because with the claw cut wood the other game with. See, like, I think there are plenty of things you could do. You could grab a knife with claws.
You have opposable thumbs.
No, you got perfect little crab hands.
Okay.
So you missed it. This has been living rent-free in my head for a while. Think about what if crabs had human hands and humans had crab hands.
I would love it.
Okay, I feel like you're understanding me.
No, I would love that. That's great.
Yeah. We can now have the perfect little pinchy hands, and crabs can do their taxes so much easier now. It's a win-win.
Honestly, it is. I'd be down to have crab claws.
Right? It's just like, and then you could do like the circle and say these claws ain't just used for mating from when Mr. Krabs
Oh my
said
God.
SpongeBob. Yeah.
Big, meaty
claws. Yeah. Think about the humor, so I am understanding that the consensus is that everyone would rather have human hands than claws, but I think it's important to note that it might be fun to have like crab claws for like a day. Yeah. Just one day.
What about, like, forever?
Oh, Blade said, oh no, I definitely have claws? Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Good. Okay, now
That's
you're
what we
coming
like to hear.
along. Yeah, everyone hopping on board. Just saying hands better for fishing. Oh. You know what? I'll let you have that, because tool usage strong. Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Hands aren't better for fishing. What are you talking about? If you're going fishing, you have to use your feet.
I could
That's how I
become
fish.
Cravolante and take over the world, Grim. I believe in you. I would happily recognize you as our crab overlord.
Oh my god, you guys are just... You guys are just uncultured. Haven't you ever played King of Crabs?
It's true.
XD.
Our friend Reese loves that game.
King of Crabs, baby.
Yeah. Our friend Reese set up stuff that you can like chat can play King of Crabs.
Oh my god.
And I kept trying to buddy things and kept getting yelled at. I just think that crab hands should not be overlooked.
Crab hands matter. Yeah.
So Nathan did bring up a good point. What's better for gaming? Or using a mouse and keyboard with, in potentially human hands? But, here's the thing. I have never used crab hands on a mouse and keyboard before.
Well, I mean, if we all had crab hands, there would be major development in crab-handed gaming technology. You know?
Yes. Yes.
We would have great crab hand controllers. We just need to make the switch, and then the technology will follow. You know, out of necessity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this. When you see Aries, ask her, would she like to have crab hands?
I'll text her right now. She's right out in the other room.
Yeah, could you ask her, like, would she have crab hands?
Let me do a voice to text real quick.
Yeah.
Tony would like to know if you would trade out your human hands for crab claws.
That's probably better than saying crab hands, but I'm gonna keep saying crab hands.
Okay, she's been asked.
Okay, thank you.
I'll let you know what she says.
I'm very I think Aries is a person of reason, so I think
very reasonable question to ask her.
Yeah. I think she'll know. She has a very good.
Got a good head on her shoulders.
She's got a good head on her shoulders and potentially good hands on those wrists, but crab hands.
Good claws.
Good, some good claws you got there.
Got real good pinchers.
Oh, look at those pinchers. Imagine, like...
No more hand models, only claw models.
Claw fives? Or claw...
Claw five.
You know, it's just like...
High claw.
Smack. High claw. Smack.
Aries said no, that she would not. So...
Could you ask her why? Would it...
Oh, she immediately texted, I wouldn't be able to do my hair anymore or pet her dog.
But what if she could use, like, the back of the claw? To pet the dog, at least.
He said you can use the back of the claw to pet dogs.
The hair thing
She also said, and I wouldn't be able to trim the lily pads in her fish tank, but she could just snip them with her claws.
Snip them. Yeah, you can snip those.
Trim
the claws.
The lily pads even easier, though, because you could snip them with your claws.
You don't need to hold, like, scissors or whatever tool she uses. You just have those tools right there.
That's very true.
Like, think about... You ever, like, have, like, just a random, like... piece of like string like come off a piece of clothing of yours.
Oh my god!
And you have to find like a pair of scissors or something. Whoa, but imagine,
I didn't even think about that.
Imagine you just were like, wait a second, I have claws. Snip.
Because that's so true. Because that's such an annoying thing that happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god damn it, and like I'm like searching for scissors, or I'm like trying to fucking bite it off. Yeah. I don't have scissors. I'm like out in public, and I'm like fucking trying to bite the side of my shirt to get this fucking thing off me.
Exactly. But now, you just snip it off, and everyone around you who also has claws doesn't think anything of it. They think it's a reasonable thing to do.
After I sent our rebuttals, Aries said, that's true. And then she went on and said, there's a fly trying to get into my fish tank right now.
Tell her if she had claws.
If you had claws, you could easily snatch it out of the air.
The fly would never go near your fish grounds because they know they would fear you because of
the
your
claw
claws.
lady would come for them.
I'm just saying, that this isn't a bad idea.
They'll
I'm
need
not
to
going to say
embrace
it's a
it
good
eventually.
idea. I've heard at least 3 people say that crabs are the peak of evolution. Or that
Okay,
or that
I don't know
everything
if I would agree
evolves
with that.
into crabs eventually.
Okay, I just don't think that's an accurate statement.
I've definitely heard that everything evolves into crabs eventually thing, and I've never looked it up myself, but it sounds funny, so I'm gonna run with it.
We are all crabs on this glorious day.
Crab people.
What the fuck?
It's from South Park.
Oh.
Believe it or not, that one wasn't just a made-up Tony thing.
I'm surprised. It kind of sounded
Yeah.
like it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it's surprise. Yeah.
Surprise.
Okay. So Nathan, crab claws as hands or horse hooves as hands?
I'm gonna take the lack of answer as a vote for hooves.
What are we doing here?
I would like to know, would you rather have horse hooves or crab claws as your hands? Horse hooves, they're just kind of there. Hear me out. They're good for punching. That's really about it. Claws, got that pinchy action. You can pick things up still. Huh?
I like where this is going.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
it.
Give me a reason that I have to choose between having horse hooves or crab claws.
A horrible accident. And the only 2 places nearby are a ranch and an aquarium store. And those are the only shots you have to have hands.
Oh, I thought of it more like a video game where you're like, it's one of those ones where you have a choice, of
Okay.
just like which permanent disfiguration would you rather kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds way more reasonable and
Yeah,
And-
like something
yeah.
that actually would happen.
well,
I asked to test your merit. Okay. You started with horrible accident. That is the most basic idea for having anything happen ever.
It was a horrible accident.
it was a horrible accident. You lost your hands.
If you had taken more of a chance approach, you were like, "Oh, it's cyberpunk." You just like you have to either have the horse hoof upgrade or the crab pincer upgrade to continue the story or something like that. I don't know. That would have been more fun.
That's the answer. That is the answer. See.
See, I'm not
Answer the
smart enough
question.
to have come up with that one.
Answer the question, Nathan.
The question is,
Like,
why is Cyberpunk
talk
installed,
like
man? Get the
people.
shit off my computer.
Well, you know what? Fair.
A fair response.
That's. I'll give you that one. You
I think
win this
everyone was
round.
asking that question after a day.
Yeah. Okay. So you're playing League of Legends and you'll get bonus points for your team if you play with either horse hooves or crab claws.
Just League of Legends isn't really a points-based game. You could say extra gold. Your team
Yeah.
gets significantly extra gold.
Yeah.
Nathan, your answer?
No, man, just let me play the damn game that I'm not gonna have fun with anyways.
True.
Fair.
No one has fun on League.
Yeah, Blade immediately was like, my answer to that question would be, why am I playing League? Okay.
What do you mean? League of Legends, one of the best games ever, right? Right? Am I right, boys? Am I right?
I'm gonna let the silence answer you.
It's like such a relaxing community. No toxicity.
I only play MOBAs with full stacks. That's fair.
A full stack of everyone with crab hands, or a full stack of everyone with horse hooves?
Yeah, see, I think I know. I'd rather play with like a full stack of people with crab claws, because there's a little dexterity to that, you know?
Mm-hmm. There's a lot more.
Yeah, compared to
I
a
think
horse
horse
hoof,
hooves are just not good.
no, not great. But you know what is? Crab claws.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely pro claw.
Yeah.
Vehemently pro claw.
It's gonna be chances of running stance. Everyone, we're pro claw here.
Yeah, when I run for office, I'll make sure to say that. You know, if I ever had a choice between crab hands and human hands,
I would take the crab hands.
any day of the week, crab-handed lives matter.
It's true. I agree. Okay, Grim said crabs, though, are incredibly armored, so I think they are very evolved compared to other things. Cyberpunk needs, though, more quality of life upgrades, like more body mods, or even police system upgrade horse over crab. I choose crab, thank you. Thank you, Grim. Hell yeah. Go for the crab. For the crab.
For the crabs, baby. The crabs are an easy one there. And, you know, Cyberpunk is a dead game, so I won't comment on that part.
I agree. Is it this one? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna leave this up here for now.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Crab knife, crab knife, crab knife.
Wait. See, look what you can do with those crab hands!
Can't do that with a horse hoof.
No, you cannot.
Ain't no way.
How many times have you been able to use a horse hoof and pick up a knife? Let me tell you. None.
None.
We have proof here of a crab picking a knife up. First of all, crab claw. Very dangerous. Very good. Nice. But with a knife, even adds more. Think about... You know what would be really cool? Probably not very effective if, like, a team of crabs built a house.
Huh.
And you got
And then?
to live in that house. And it was, like, a really nice house, you know?
And then?
Well, you just get to be like, guess who built this house? A team of crabs. And, like, you have a picture of them on your mantle.
And if
all
you
wearing-
live in a house that was built for you by a team of crabs, you must be the king of crabs.
It's true.
Very true, very true. Okay,
Let's
just
fix-
making sure.
I'm just picturing crabs with, like, little helmets on.
That
Little tool pouches.
would be adorable.
Yeah. Call them the construction crabs. CCs for short.
Mhm.
And then after, like, a lot of time where they work on it, they are called the cunning construction crabs. CCC.
The Triple C gang.
The triple C's. Ain't gonna mess with those triple C's, am I right?
Triple C squad is gonna come get you.
Yeah. What if there was a crab mafia?
You know, there probably is under the sea.
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Under the sea. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Under the sea. I don't remember any of the other lyrics.
Yeah, I have a great thing that we need to talk about, Tony. I think
Yeah.
it's very important
Yeah.
to the show, and
Mhm.
you know, I just want to make sure that everyone is aware of it. Have you guys heard about the controversy?
No.
The
Minions movie.
controversy.
The Minions movie.
You're talking about the people wearing suits going to the movie?
Yeah, and movie theaters are banning gentle minions.
Yeah.
What they're called. They're banning you from going to the theater. I saw an article that was, banning teens from entering the theater dressed up or dressed in suits. Okay, and it was a TikTok of that headline, and then like 7 people, all probably 70 years old plus, in fucking like ball gowns and tuxedos, walking into the theater. Like, we could still go. They ain't gonna turn us away. But it was fucking hilarious. But yeah, honestly, wild. I really want to know how much this movie is going to earn, literally just on it being a huge meme. Like, before the movie was even out, it was just such a huge meme. Like, they gotta make a lot of money.
TikTok trend gone wrong again. The teens are getting rowdy and destroying stuff, etc. Aw.
I've seen some bad ones. Like, I saw one of a bunch of kids like pulling shit out of backpacks and having a party inside of the theater. And it's like, I'm sure there were definitely young kids in there that were like actually with their parents trying to watch the fucking Minions movie. Like, that part's fucked up. But I would just go and sit there in a suit. That'd be fucking funny.
That would be funny.
Broke the screen. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
How do you break
I thought
a
it was
screen?
silly to ban them at first, but there were a bunch of reports of people being like assholes while doing the trend. So like, I think they just kind of were like, all right, we're having a rather high number of incidents where people in suits specifically are doing shit that is disruptive to our workplace. So we're just gonna go ahead and try and nip that in the bud.
Huh.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
The 8-day total for the new Minions movie, 8 days it's been out, 179 million.
That's good for them.
Apparently, the Despicable Me franchise has now earned over 4 billion.
Wow.
It also now holds the record for the biggest film premiere ever on 4th of July weekend. Because it came out on 4th of July weekend on July 1st. The previous record was Transformers Dark of the Moon, which made 115 million in the opening weekend, and it was released July 4th weekend in 2011.
And how much did the Minions again?
The Minions in the opening weekend grossed 125 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for the
That's
Minions.
that's actually just disgustingly insane for such a fucking stupid movie.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Look, I understand the
I
meme.
can't even defend that.
Yeah, I understand the meme, and I think it's funny. Like, I think it's hilarious, but like, it's fucking stupid.
Choose your
Oh, yeah.
fate. Just putting all the gifs I have on screen, and it's just a turtle dancing in water and a crab with a knife.
Christ, I love the turtle one. That's funny.
Yeah, it's so good, right? He's just dancing in the shower. I think it probably feels good on his shell. You know?
Probably feels great.
Yeah. That's an itch she's never been able to reach.
Do turtles get itchy?
I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
I think itchiness is like it's like a hair and feather type thing, right?
No, it's according to Okay. Well, the itchiness is normal when a turtle is about to shed its shell,
The whole damn
Or-
shell?
or if it has shell rot.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the shells have nerve endings.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too.
Who
Is
knew?
that they have nerve endings and that can sometimes get itchy.
That's wild.
Because I kind of just said that, like, honestly not thinking. But then, now we know. They can get
And
itchy.
I found an article that's literally about the Philadelphia Zoo building a tortoise shell scratching machine
Oh,
for the tortoises that they have there.
yay.
So that's actually adorable.
If I had a turtle, I would give him baths and use like a nice little toothbrush on his back.
That's cute.
So like, my neighbor had a turtle in their yard, like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked my dad to move the turtle, and
Aw.
they wouldn't let me have the turtle.
Why not? This is bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I did it. I was like, can I have it? Can I have the turtle? No. Oh.
That's bullshit. That's tyranny.
Why
really
did they
wanted-
specifically ask your dad to move the turtle?
They
His
were
dad's
afraid
a
to.
big, strong, nice man.
Yeah.
I've met his dad.
You
and,
have met my dad.
If I lived on his street, I would also ask Tony's dad to move the turtle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they asked my dad to do it because no one there, I guess, could. I don't know. My dad had like big gloves and stuff he could put on in case it bit. I never asked how that went.
It's a turtle, man. Don't you just like get behind it and then you pick it up?
Yeah, it's fair. See, I would have picked it up, brought it inside, and then like constructed some sort of turtle habitat.
Yeah, you would have added a few steps.
Yeah. Kind of want a turtle, you know? You guys ever see the Rocky movies?
Yeah, he's got that same turtle throughout the whole damn thing.
Yeah. It's the
Even
same
in Creed.
turtles. Yeah, those turtles in Creed and everything are the turtles from the first Rocky movie.
Hmm.
No
It's so cool.
way.
It's very cool.
Like, it actually is. Like,
Yep.
No
not
way.
joking around. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The turtles are that sort of Rocky like feeds in like the newest movies are the turtles from the first one.
That's wild.
Yeah,
I-
so like they're actually still there.
I didn't know if I've ever talked about this on the podcast. I only learned about it a couple months ago, though, which is, you guys know there's the oldest living land animal right now is a tortoise
turtle?
named Jonathan.
Oh, and hi Steve.
I did know that. He's a good
190,
Good for Jonathan.
and he's bisexual.
Good
Oh,
for
really?
Jonathan. Hell yeah.
I found this out.
I guess everybody does hit that age eventually, yeah?
Yeah.
They're just like, I'll try it.
I found
You know
this
what?
out only
Fuck
a
it.
couple months ago, and I was like reading articles. I was like, damn, 190, whatever. And I'm like reading an article, and it's like talking to one of the vets or something that takes care of them. And the person was like, yeah, obviously, he's a little less active in his older age, but he still does the things that make him happy, eating, sunbathing, and having sex. And I was like, you know what? I hope that's what I'm doing too when I turn 190.
If you're 190 and you're still rocking it, hell yeah.
Like reasonably, that's a pretty good lifestyle, you know.
And they even like the fucking tortoise. So it's on the island of St. Helena, and I
Yeah.
guess some of their fucking like coins have him on them.
Yeah.
Okay, have the tortoise on them, and then they also have stamps with him on them.
Yeah.
They should make
Like, so
him
funny.
mayor.
Why they should make him mayor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because at work the other day, I brought up in the office that there's dog mares, and how cool it would be if one of the areas that I covered had a dog mare.
Yeah.
There's like several of them around the country too. It's not just one.
Yeah.
There's actually several.
I would happily talk to a dog mare like every day.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that sounds great. You know?
Yeah.
Little dog mare. Hello, dog. Who happens to be the mayor? How cool is that?
Well, I just found an article that has a lot of different ones. There was a town in Texas who had a goat as their mayor for years.
I love that. I love a goat mare.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. If a horse was a mare, would it be a mare?
Oh my God, a female horse.
Yeah, mare.
And they named it Marilyn. Marilyn the mare.
Yeah.
Not to get political here, but I'm gonna point out there are dog mares, but there are not cat mares. I'm just saying one of these animals is better.
Yeah, dogs.
Yeah, precisely.
Thank you for proving the point.
Yeah.
I think there actually is a cat mare. Or was.
Well, that's just a travesty. Wow.
Stubbs the cat is mayor of. Okay, he's mayor of Alaska, or an Alaskan town. Sarah Palin won in Alaska.
True.
It is true. But think about the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, and the cat and the goat. Man, I'm honestly a fan of mares that are animals.
Well, the one that's most popular, which I've seen a lot, is Max, who's the mayor of a town in California.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Well, I just found out that he assumed office. Okay, he was elected mayor only 2 months after being born, 2.5 months. What an accomplished boy!
Right?
Birthday May 6, 2013. Assumed office July 21st, 2013.
What an active good boy. It's because he found out who the good boy was very early on, Steve. So he's all powerful.
Goodest boy.
They asked him who's the good boy, and he looked at himself in a mirror, and they're like, "Oh my God, he's aware. He's mayor now.
Sentient.
He's sentient."
You know,
All hail.
I was just looking up if there was a goldfish mayor. I was trying to find that.
I really wish there was.
There isn't. I'm very sad.
I brought up when I said this that the way that town should work is they have 2 decisions and they let the goldfish swim to the one and then they make all the decisions based off of that. It's like, should we approve this? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Where the goldfish swims is where it happens.
It's like the Michael Reeves thing.
Yes, exactly. But mayor.
But so in that search, right, I found this beautiful article about the New York City mayor lying about being vegan and being caught eating fish.
Oh my God, Eric Adams. Oh no.
Wait, I'm just reading this this tweet you sent though.
Wait, which tweet?
Huh.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's a pescatarian.
Yeah, that's a different term.
Yeah, but he's a pescatarian.
Yeah.
Because the entire thing is just about how he's been caught eating fish, but only fish every time. So he's just a pescatarian.
He's
maybe he just.
pescatarian?
I mean,
maybe
it's It's probably just a marketing thing where someone was like, well, it sounds better because no one knows what the fuck that is if you
Yeah.
just say vegan. Okay? You know?
Yeah.
And we'll just try and make sure no one ever sees you eat the fish.
But it's still like a funny article with like,
That's hilarious.
yeah.
We've seen
Like-
him eat fish. Eat fish.
Part of this article says that he might want to instead call himself a Segan, but then also admits that it's a stupid word.
What's a Segan?
Instead of vegan, Segan.
The vegan that eats fish. Think about it.
I've never heard that in my life. That's
I
so
hate
stupid.
it. I hate it so much.
But like, we already have a word.
Yes.
It's like we have a word.
It's
You're
also-
pescatarian.
One of my least favorite types of words. It's like, do you guys know like Brexit? Brexit is a terrible word. What the fuck does it even mean? You know? Or like, what was the other one? Like when you just start combining words and like you do not retain the meaning of the original word. Just do it like the German way, where you just tack the word onto the front at least, please.
A fish vegan. That kind of sounds like a fish that's a vegan.
A vegan, yeah.
A vegan. He's a vegan. He
Yeah.
practices veganism.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Good old vegans.
Segan is maybe worse though.
Sagan.
Segan.
Carl Sagan. You know.
Yeah.
So, Steve, would you trade your human hands for crab hands?
No. Crab hand's no good.
A non-believer, I
Don't
say.
lie.
I mean, what can crab do? You know?
Everything. You have perfect little pinchy hands.
Crab do everything.
You have a problem, you pinch it.
He loves pinching.
Oh no, my taxes.
He
Pinch.
pinches my butt all the time.
See? And then now you have crab hands. So you're like, oh, it's just my crab hands. It's not my fault.
He's a penny pincher,
Oh.
which is obvious by the fact that he won't buy me a Valve Index.
Oh no.
Pinching those pennies.
Chance, you make real person money now, you know?
Not as much as you.
You make real person money.
Steve makes like 50% more than me and won't
Really
buy me an
don't
index.
I don't make that much. Come on.
Steve makes like $6 million a year and can't buy me a measly little Valve Index.
I asked him for a quarter once for a gumball machine, and he spit in my face.
You
Yeah,
said
I
lies
saw
and
that. Didn't he
slander.
push you down the stairs afterwards too?
Yeah.
Here we are. Here we are.
Yeah. It was very sad.
I just wanted a gumball, man.
That's what happened to pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, you know?
I once saw Steve leaving the grocery store with 16 loaves of bread, and this poor little 6-year-old boy ran up to him who was obviously homeless and asked him for one bite, and Steve literally peed on his face.
You're coming up with these stories. I
And then he laughed. He was laughing. He's like, ha 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 ha, poor people.
I see he, like, blew his nose into a stack of $100 bills.
Yeah. And then threw it in the trash, burned it.
Blade said, "It's bad. I'm probably just going to go straight to a Pimax instead of the Index."
I'm
Well,
I hear Pimax is not that usable for a lot of things, but you do you, you know?
Are they also fucking like ridiculously expensive?
Oh, hell yeah. They're just
I
way
don't-
too heavy to like.
So first of all, what's a Valve Index?
The
VR,
VR
headset.
headset.
Oh,
Yeah,
Really good.
word. So is a Pimax another
VR headset.
VR headset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, you can get the Pimax 8K for only $1,400.
Yeah.
Only?
The issue is, from what I hear, they're just like the Pimax headsets are just so heavy. Like, actually, I wonder if it says weight on here anywhere.
Blade said, fun fact, Pimax actually uses Steam VR, so you need
Yeah.
base stations too.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Also, the
So-
for big boys.
So you have to spend like a shit ton of money on the what's it called, the headset alone, and then you're gonna spend like $300 on 2 base stations.
Well, and then you have to keep in mind, right? I believe the Pimax 8K is actually technically an 8K display, right? So you need a card that can drive an 8K display, if I remember correctly.
You also need a 3090. Got it.
Pimax 8K DMAS. What's the actual resolution on this thing?
It is 2 4K displays.
Okay, so not an 8K display, but still
Okay.
2 4K displays that you have to drive at, what's it, 120 some hertz, right?
This.
Like, or I guess 90. Yeah, you have to drive it at 90 at least.
So
You're not doing that with any.
the
card.
Pimax 8K, I guess, says that the recommended specs is a 2080 or newer.
I mean, I could see that.
That I just don't know.
Gordon and Grim said definitely better the Index compared to other brands, given they suffer from performance issues. And Blade said I think the 4K mode is 90 hertz. I don't remember though.
It is. It's 90 hertz.
Oh, and when you go on Reddit too, there's a post on the Pimax subreddit that's like, someone give me the realistic recommended graphics card for a Pimax 8K.
Yeah.
And everyone is saying in the Reddit comments, like, get a 3090 because it's the only one that can realistically drive it at maximum refresh rate.
Yep.
So I guess maybe, you could drive it on a 2080 or some shit like that, but like, at 30 hertz, which
Yeah.
is just such a bad experience. Like, why would you even bother then?
Like, I kind of get it, but also, and keep in mind that's without doing anything like streaming or stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you're buying a Pimax, you're probably streaming. I would assume, or a lot of people would be.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, maybe consider a different headset, I would say.
I mean, it depends. Like, if you're not going to buy a VR headset for a while,
Yeah.
I'm sure
There will be
the
a better headset.
resolution is going to catch up and everyone else will be on it, but with a better headset.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure the Index has been out for how long now?
The Index is old. It's
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 years old now.
Yeah.
Blade said I just
So-
end up with a Pimax 5K Super instead of the 8K LOL. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, probably a better, more realistic purchase then,
Yeah.
because it's like half the price. But I just looked it up. Index is June of 2019, so literally a little over 3 years old. So I would
Yeah.
imagine that there has to be a refresh coming very soon with a better resolution than 1440p.
Yeah.
Like I would imagine within the next year and a half, once the supply chain clears up on like Steam Decks and they get through the backlog, I would imagine they were going to announce a refreshed Index, like a 4K Index.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope it's just a drop-in headset too.
What about the 8K variant? I
Yeah,
didn't see
that'd be
that.
nice.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, so it's not like good matter. True. Very true. Oh, wait a second.
Because I heard the next Meta headset, the rumors of some insanely high pricing of like in the over $1,000 range.
I don't think they'll do that. I think that's baseless.
I don't know. And I know the Apple headset, there have been leaks suggesting it could be over $2,000.
That makes sense
Which
for Apple.
would not, which would not be a surprise. But that's insane.
Also, Blade, look. I forgot to tell you I added it.
What a bucket.
It's Blade's bucket. I have a bucket too.
Yeah.
I was granted permission to make a bucket.
Bonk.
Yeah,
I love the
I
bonk.
wonder when you go to my channel, can you see that I'm in the one group now?
The blue buckets.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I see it.
I didn't know how that looks.
Yeah, no, I got it. It's here. Not really sure what it is, but you know.
It's a group of like low flyers in Star Citizen.
Ah.
Wait, you're officially a bucket now? Let go. I'm in the group. I was invited and I was told to hit accept. It wasn't a mistake. So, yeah.
I even reached out, asked if they wanted to rescind the offer.
It's even like, are you sure?
Was this really meant for me?
Yeah, I'm in the group, Blade, so, you know. Yeah. I actually got very, very excited to be part of, like a stream group. I never thought that I'd be in one.
You're just so
Yeah.
epic, you know?
I didn't think I would be in one. But here I am. A bucket.
I wear a bucket on my head.
I really want to get, like, a real bucket and wear it on my head.
The bucket helmet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ship one
Honestly,
to your
I was
house,
picturing
okay?
just, like, a bucket from the Home Depot.
And just cut out some eye holes.
Yeah. Like, I need to
Yeah.
get a bucket that's big enough that I can put it over my head and headset. If I had... Oh, I don't know if I should say that out loud. But maybe if I was able to get a bucket that was big enough that I could put it over my head and headset, I might stream with webcam.
That'd be so fucking funny.
That
That would be fucking hilarious. Hey, it's Bucket Boy.
He's bucket boy.
Bucket Boy streaming.
I would need a very big bucket, though, I think.
You'd also need to like secure it somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think you put like an actual helmet inside
Yeah.
and some scaffolding, so you have like a real helmet that you can strap into and that your head rests on, so that it's the right shape.
Mm.
And you just strap into it, like as if you were, you know, gonna use it to ride a bike or some shit, and then it'll stay still.
Wide
I think that's the way you do it.
Ugh.
But yeah, I imagine like the bucket helmet from Rust. I imagine you walking around with that on.
Yes, basically.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And I'm
I'd
actually...
pay to see that.
When the next wipe happens for Star Citizen, I'm gonna try to like grind it a little bit, hopefully.
There are wipes in Star Citizen?
Yeah.
What?
They're wiping
I didn't know that.
everything. Well, like, I don't know how often they happen. You'd have to ask, like, I think, like, Blade.
Steve?
Maybe Steve would know more. Like,
They used to happen a lot more often. There was a while where there were once a patch. They only in, I think, 3.8 they added persistence.
Huh.
Give me one sec.
I would say I don't think Zell or Kyle are here.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I've been playing longer than both of them, so.
Yeah. Well, I know that they would, like, also just have the information, like, readily available.
Yeah. What's it? So, yeah, 3.8, I believe it was. But, well, 3.8 technically had a cache
Bless
wipe,
you.
which
Oh,
was
thanks.
very sad. Or I guess had a glitch cache wipe. But they only really do wipes when there's like game-breaking bugs or they need to do it for some reason. So the last wipe before this was in, I think, last September, and it was because of the inventory system, I believe, or something to that effect, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
Huh.
But
Huh.
this wipe is because of just pain, probably because of that bug that made me and Kyle make all that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Um,
usually they only wipe when there's a reason. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
yeah, Blade also just said most of the time wipes are for when big changes are happening that require wipe, inventory system data format changes, etc., and to fix
Yep.
bugs, which is what this wipe is for.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Because Kyle has what was it like 38 million or something now,
Just a little bit.
which kind of breaks the video game when you can make a Carrack in under a day. Yeah.
This patch we had database issues that caused ships to randomly dupe and prevent the previous ship from working, unclaimable, etc.
Oh yeah, that too. We did.
Yeah, because when when it's wiped, I want to try to like grind to get like an error or two.
Yeah. That shouldn't be too hard if you're doing bounties.
Yeah.
Or even if you're... I mean, the next wipe looks exciting anyway, so...
Yeah.
Or next patch. I'm just sad because me and Sheldon bought that mole.
Yeah.
And now we don't have it anymore.
That is one thing that stinks is like all the ships you get in game like or just disappear.
Yeah.
Which is the one sad thing. Anything you bought with money though would still be there, right?
Yeah.
So
Anything
that
you
would
have
really suck.
real cash is there.
Yeah. Because I know there are like people who've spent a whole heck of a lot of money, and I think if they
Yeah.
they lost out, that would be
Yeah, no, that would be
sad.
terrible.
Yeah, I'd hate that for them.
Yeah.
Nathan, did you ever say something that you didn't understand? Was it the Civ thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't.
was this?
Yeah. Oh, our question of the week is: what's something that you've never understood?
Astrology.
Fair.
True. Yo, retweet.
I always have thought it's kind of interesting, like, but not anything that like, I'd ever like listen to.
Yeah, but like there are a lot of people
People that
who
take
like
it seriously.
take it. Yeah, that's more what I'm talking about.
I think it could be interesting that like like it's fun because I've had friends who were really into it, and they read my chart or something, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I don't know what any of this means, but cool. Or if you're having fun,
Reasonable.
yeah. Mine was that I didn't understand how internet in airplanes worked, but then Chance Googled it, so we're good.
Internet in airplanes?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can
always
think of
wondered.
a couple ways they could do it. What was the answer?
Chance, what was the answer?
What
It's
was
like
the
cell
solution?
towers or something?
Satellite and cell towers.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking one or the other, but I guess if it's both, right?
It said that it kind of depends on the airline and the plane.
Yeah.
Whatever's closest.
Yeah. And
And
it's pretty much just a hotspot for the closest source of connection.
yeah.
And then I was also saying there was an article about SpaceX is trying to get Starlink in airplanes.
They do like putting Starlink in places.
Yes.
They sure do. My back's itchy. My foot's asleep. Why? Wake up! Wake up!
Oh no.
Pika!
Joe Biden, wake up.
Oh no.
I hope you guys know that one.
One moment.
One moment.
Un momento.
Please hold while your call to Steve is transferred. Please enjoy this complimentary music made by Chance. Chance, this is where you do music.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Please wait while the next Steve can be transferred to you.
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
This conversation may be recorded for training purposes.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
My foot's asleep.
I wonder if there's some legal thing that they have to inform you for training now. They have to inform you if they're recording.
I don't know.
I guess one party
Depends on the state.
Yeah, true. Because some states do have two-party.
Yes.
We don't, which is actually
We do not. Yeah. I do know that. Very important in my line of work, too.
It has been important to me in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because, like, yeah. In journalism,
Yeah.
they're important as well.
There was a point in college where I
I had a
essentially
feeling.
put.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've told you this story.
I think you might have. That's why, like, it, like, kind of resonated. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, this, I think I know why.
Yeah. somebody needed to confess to a thing, and
Mm.
yeah, it was interesting. Interesting thing.
True. Why'd you do it? Why? You were so young. It's such a bright future.
Yeah.
So, as we wrap up the podcast here, I just want you to remember crab ants. Pretty great, eh? So, thank you everyone for being on. Thank you everyone for watching the podcast this week. As soon as I see a pickle weasel or wickle peasel in the Twitch chat, we are free to end the recording. We will still be streaming. Thank you, Chance. And we will catch you guys next time.
Pickle
Bye!
weasel.
Yep.
Pickle weasel, bye.